The morning brought rare peace, a fleeting family moment with Justin, Pete, and Cherry. Professionally, a successful surgery outcome for Athena brought good news. Delving into Lily's DNA report confirmed my unique genes, and Henry not being my father, sparking a deep curiosity about my true parentage and Yvette's past. Meanwhile, Justin tracked subtle digital threats. While at the university, Lisa's research garnered praise, contrasting sharply with Tina York's malicious intent to undermine her. The day ended with a mysterious package, a carved wooden bird, identical to one my mother owned, and a note. Who sent this bird? And what forgotten truths about my mother's legacy are yet to be uncovered? My mother, Yvette, had always been an enigma, her life a tapestry woven with threads of hidden purpose. Now, this small carving, so familiar from her hidden study, felt like the first thread unraveling. I carried the bird to my study, the world outside, even the lingering echoes of Henry's absurd performance fading into the background. I needed answers. I dialed Solo's number. "Solo," I said, my voice low and urgent when she answered. "I just received something, a package, anonymous." "Oh?" Solo's voice was calm, professional. "What was inside?" "A carved wooden bird," I explained, my fingers tracing its delicate contours, identical to one I've only ever seen in my mother's old sketchbooks. "And a note. It says, 'The truth is carved from forgotten wood. Your mother's legacy is more than you know, and you are not alone.'" There was a beat of silence on Solo's end. "That's quite specific, Athena. Ring any bells for you?" "Only that it feels significant," I replied, my gaze fixed on the bird. "I need you to research it. The carving style, the phrase, any connections to Yvette's obscure interests or any hidden organizations she might have been involved with. Everything." "Understood," Solo confirmed. "I'll get right on it. Keep that package safe." I ended the call, my mind racing. Later that evening, Justin found me still in my study, the wooden bird resting on my desk. His brow furrowed as he watched me, my usual detached composure replaced by a fierce, almost obsessive focus. "Nora?" he asked, his voice gentle. "What's wrong? You haven't left this room since you got that package." I looked up, my gaze locking with his. "It's from my mother," I said, my voice low. "Or about her. It's a clue." I gestured to the bird and the note. Justin picked up the note, his expression grim as he read it. "Your mother's legacy is more than you know," he repeated softly. He pulled out his phone. "I'll have Lawrence put a team on this. They can cross-reference everything about Yvette's past, any unusual assets, any hidden societies." "Already on it," I replied, a small, weary smile touching my lips. "Solo's working on it. But I think this might be deeper than anything your security team can find. This feels personal." As the evening wore on, the memories stirred by the carved bird began to resurface. Not fragmented whispers, but clear, vivid images. I blinked, back in the present, a cold dread washing over me. The great work, the secret, the them. My mother hadn't just been a brilliant scientist. She'd been part of something far larger, far more dangerous. Meanwhile, across town, Tina York's fury festered. Shadow's reports were useless. No scandalous affairs, no academic failures, no hidden vices. Nora Smith was infuriatingly, maddeningly clean. And Lisa Black, under Nora's mentorship, was shining, her brilliance impossible to deny. "Find something, anything," Tina screamed into the burner phone, her voice hoarse with rage. "I don't care how small. Plant something, forge a document, undermine her. Make them question her very presence in this university." Her desperation was palpable, and Joel, driven by the lingering questions about Yvette and the inconclusive DNA results, was making his own progress. He'd tracked down an elderly reclusive historian, a former colleague of his grandfather, who had a reputation for knowing the forgotten truths of old New York families. The historian, a wizened man with eyes that seemed to hold centuries of secrets, finally spoke. "Yvette Anderson, you say? A rare bird, that one. Her official history is a fabrication. Her true lineage is tied to a powerful ancient network, one that operated in the shadows. They called themselves the Guardians." Joel listened, his blood running cold. The Guardians. Later that evening, as I stared at the carved bird, the pieces of Yvette's hidden life slowly began to click into place. The symbol of the eye, the subtle hints in her old notes, the unusual precautions she had taken. She wasn't just hiding. She was protecting something, and I was now part of it. Suddenly, my phone buzzed with an anonymous encrypted message. I opened it. It was a single image, a close-up of my surgical mask, taken from inside the operating room during my recent surgery. Beneath it, text in a chilling, elegant script. The work continues. Your mother's sacrifice will not be in vain.
Do not hide your true nature, Athena. They are watching, and they know your secrets. My blood ran cold. The image taken from within the most secure environment was a direct, terrifying message. They were inside. They knew my identity, and they were closer than I could have ever imagined. The game, it seemed, had only just begun. What was the secret she so fiercely protected? And who were they? These omnipresent watchers, who knew my true nature and saw my every move, even from within the sterile confines of an operating room. And how many more sacrifices would be demanded before the truth of Yvette Anderson's legacy and my own true nature was finally revealed?
Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.